Hello and welcome to SLCS Speaks, where we highlight the great students, staff, and events happening in and around South Lyon Community Schools. My name is Brian Toth, one of our assistant superintendents, joined as always by our superintendent, Mr. Steve Archibald.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. We're excited to be at South Lyon High School today, hanging out with three seniors. We've got Owen, Grace, and Lindsay. Sorry, Kidder. Lindsay and I go back to our days at Centennial Middle School, and she was always Kidder, so sorry for that inside moment. But these three students are seniors, so guys, first question for you. How's the senior year going?
I'm really enjoying it so far. I think it's been a great first year, great senior year.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun senior year, and it's been a great experience.
Yeah, I would say the same. There's been a lot of really fun things we get to do because we're seniors, which has been really enjoyable.
And you guys are all members of the National Honor Society, and over February break you had a unique experience and a cool opportunity. Can you tell us a little bit about your trip to Puerto Rico?
Yeah, so for midwinter break we went to Puerto Rico and we got to participate in a bunch of cool service activities, and it was just a really great experience.
Yeah, I think it was an amazing experience because we had to spend the first 3 hours of our day doing service, and then we kind of got to do something personal for us in the afternoons.
And I also think it was really cool because a lot of the times, through NHS, we're helping out a lot just in our own community in South Lyon, but to go to the bigger world and kind of help out a different demographic of people was really interesting and cool.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because obviously service is one of the four pillars of the National Honor Society. You may not have even anticipated being able to provide service outside of your local community. Can you talk about some of the projects specifically that you did while you were there?
Yeah, so the first day we kind of spent time in this local park service that they have, and we were planting trees, removing weeds and stuff, and doing a lot of trash pickup. And that was kind of a big thing that we did the first couple of days, was just trash pickup and trying to keep the area clean and stuff.
Yeah, the second day we went to a butterfly sanctuary and we helped out around there, and we also helped pick up trash around there too.
And then the last 2 days we kind of switched gears and we went to a food bank one day and made boxes of food to deliver to local residents. And then the other day we went to a horse farm and kind of got to see how they plant different agriculture and washed horses, which was really cool.
What would you consider was two things. One was, how were you received by the local residents? And then two, what was maybe one of the biggest highlights for the trip?
I would say that we were received pretty well. I know me and Grace were picking up trash at a playground, and a couple of guys stopped by and just said thank you so much for what you're doing. It was really nice to see that. And I would say definitely the food bank was probably my favorite. It was just super cool to be able to see what you're doing in the community, how we were packaging the boxes, and those are going to be directly distributed to other people.
Yeah, I would agree. I think the community was very grateful, and it felt really nice to be doing that for them. And I also really enjoyed the food bank, but I really liked the horse farm and planting all the seeds and stuff.
Yeah, and I would also like to add on to Owen's the food bank. In the back of the food bank, there was also a store kind of that people could come in and shop if they didn't just need what's in their boxes, if they needed more. And so I know at one point I was taking stuff back and there was a person there shopping, and I got to kind of interact with her, and that was a really cool experience.
And when you travel to different countries, sometimes you have to be flexible. Did you guys have any travel issues? I believe you did, right?
You want to take that?
Yeah, we had a bit of a delay when we were going there. Well, first our flight got canceled because of the snow, and then both of our planes had to de-ice to Puerto Rico, so we were definitely very patient that day.
That first day was it was crazy because our flight had got canceled the night before, and then we sat on a tarmac for 3 hours, and it was a long day.
I think we got up at 2 a.m. to get to the airport, and then we probably didn't get to the hotel till almost dinner time, so it was a long day.
Yeah.
So a good life experience, because despite all those beginning travels, you guys still had an awesome time, correct?
Yeah.
Were you able to sneak in was there some fun that wasn't all community service based?
Oh, for sure. So Grace had talked about, we did 3 hours of service in the morning, then at nights we got to do different things. And I know one of my favorites, we did a cooking class and got to make mofongo, which is the national dish or the state dish, and that was cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed, we did a salsa class once while we were there, and it was a lot of fun getting to just learn that kind of dance.
Yeah, and then we were also able to go to the beach a couple times, which was obviously really nice. And then also we got to spend a kayaking trip on the bioluminescent bay, which was super cool to see. And like you were able to they put a tarp over you, and then to hide the light pollution, and you were able to splash the water and see the cool algae that was makes the water that bright blue color.
Mr. Archibald and I like to eat. I've never had mofongo, or how do you say it?
Mofongo, yeah.
What is it?
It's like mashed plantains and different spices, and there were very mixed reactions. Like some people loved it, some people didn't. But either way, I think it was cool to experience something
Perhaps
new.
we'll try it as a side dish.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. Well, if there's any younger students and this opportunity comes again, what would you tell them in terms of if they're on the fence of, hey, should I do a trip like this or not? What are your thoughts?
Oh, I would definitely say to do it. I was kind of on the fence too when I signed up because I didn't know if it was going to be just service all the time. I wasn't going to have any free time to hang out with some friends and stuff. But the service was I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I was going to, but you get a lot out of it, and it really just puts into perspective how lucky you are, but also to be able to give back to the different communities is really nice.
Yeah, I would say absolutely do it. It was an amazing experience, and you get to learn so much, and will also help a bunch of people too.
And also, I think especially for us as seniors, it was a really great way for us to practice being independent because our parents weren't there, and obviously we had our teachers there and stuff, but being able to fend for yourself, going to a new place, I thought was a good experience.
Well, and a special thanks to Ms. Crowell and Mrs. Cole for helping coordinate the trip as well. Before we get to our fun facts, Mr. Archibald, any final thoughts?
I just want to thank the three of you, whether you realize it or not, in all the work that you've done in service projects and so forth in our local community and then now in another country. You represent the wonderful student ambassadors that we have that make our community, our schools, your families most proud and look good. So from my spot, I just say thank you and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, so Mr. Archibald, any fun facts that you have for today?
I changed it up a little bit. I was surprised that the three seniors asked me not to call any more snow days because they want to capture every last moment of senior year.
I love it.
And so I will keep that in mind.
All right, Lindsay?
My fun fact would be I actually asked Mr. Archibald to call more snow days.
I misheard, Lindsay. My apologies.
Grace?
My fun fact is that pugs are my favorite animal.
Oh, nice. Have you read the Pig the Pug books? They're a kid book. They're really good. If you haven't had them, check out Pig the Pug.
Okay, I will.
And Owen?
My fun fact is that Mr. Archibald taught my dad in frost in gym class.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
That is a
Give 'em my best.
unique fun fact. Well, you guys have been awesome guests. Thank you so much, and keep up the great work here at South Lyon High School, and enjoy the rest of your senior year.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, we'll see you next time on SLCS Speaks.